another story time video, but this time we're gonna be talking about the time I fell out of a moving vehicle. So I'm just gonna jump into the story and let y'all know how it happened, when it happened, and why it happened, and the entire aftermath. So I was in elementary at the time, and I believe I was in 5th grade, and I knew for a fact it was a Friday. So my mom was already picking me up from school. I got in the car, and since my grandma's house was less than 2 minutes away from the elementary school, in my head, I didn't think I should put on a seatbelt. So I didn't put on a seatbelt, and I closed the door. So I thought I closed the door. So you know those times where you close your car door and it doesn't open, but it's not completely shut? So I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, where it's like semi-open, semi-closed. But yeah, like that happened to me, and it was like this old Jeep I think we were in. So I closed the door and I didn't wear a seatbelt. I'm pretty sure I could have like prevented this whole entire incident by just wearing my seatbelt, but I didn't because I'm dumb. From this entire incident, I came out with 3 scars. So, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's like right there, 1 and 2. This is a pimple, it's not a scar. I'm just breaking out. I don't know if you legit on my knee. You can't see it. Don't really want to show you my legs. So we were driving to my grandma's house, and as my mom turned left down the street of my grandma's house, the door flew open and I flew out. So picture my tiny, scrawny, little, fragile self flying out of the car. We're probably going 20, 30 miles per hour. Not even, probably a little bit less than that. And I flew out of the car, and I don't even remember me actually flying out. All I remember seeing is the road and the sky, and the road and the sky, and I was just rolling. Like all I remember was just me rolling and seeing, like my eyes were open obviously, and then I just was seeing the road, the sky, the road, the sky, like roll really, really fast. And then I landed on my face, and my eyes were shut, and I opened my eyes, and all I said was, ouch, and I closed my eyes. In my head, it was like so quick, so fast. I was like, what is going on? Like, did that just happen? Did I just fall out of this car? I'll never know where I open my eyes again, and I see my mom's legs like in my face, like she's like coming running to me, and she's screaming and she's yelling and she's asking if I'm okay, and she's praying, and she picks me up and she's like, okay, we're going to the doctor's office, don't worry about it, you're fine. And she put me in the car. She put me back in the passenger seat, and she put my seatbelt on. And I was thinking in my head, like, pues ya pa qué? Like, the worst has already happened. I already fell out of the car, and she puts my seatbelt on. And now that I'm saying the story, I think that's just so funny. But she puts my seatbelt on, she runs to the driver's seat, she takes me to the nearest doctor, and on our way to the doctor's office, I have the cuts up here, so like the blood's like running down, and it's already in my eyes, like in my eye area, so all the blood's all over my eyes. And I closed my eyes and I was just laying back, and my mom the entire time was praying and asking me questions if I'm okay, and she was praying and she was yelling, and I was just here, and all I did and all I said was, Santa Claus hates me. I was like, Santa Claus hates me. This is what he did. Santa Claus made me fall out of the vehicle. He knew I wasn't wearing a seatbelt. I was so convinced, guys, that the reason I fell out of this car was because Santa Claus saw me without a seatbelt and he threw me out of the car. I'm assuming it was around Christmas time and I wanted presents, and I was just crying. I was so concerned that I wasn't gonna get no presents, and I was like, oh my god, Santa Claus made me fall out of the car. And my mom was just like, no, Santa Claus loves you. But I know like she low-key was like wanting to laugh, but she's like, Santa Claus loves you. But like, no, it's just you aren't wearing your seatbelt, and that's what happens when you don't wear your seatbelt. And I'm just like, no, mom, no. I was like, you don't get it. I was like, Santa Claus hates me. And then like the blood was still running down my face, so I had to close my mouth, and I was just like, and I was just like screaming. And my mom picks me up, and the entire time, like, she puts me into the doctor's office, she takes me in, they take me out right away, And the next time I opened my eyes, I was seeing the doctor, and he was just like cleaning up my wounds and just putting band-aids on it. And he was asking me like, are you gonna wear your seatbelt now? And I was just like, yes, I'm gonna wear my seatbelt now. Like, I learned my lesson. Like, my mom took me back to my grandma's house, and my family, this is how my family is. If you could have prevented something by doing something so simple and so like obvious, they're gonna make fun of you. So since I didn't put on my seatbelt, and I basically could have just put on my seatbelt and this would have never happened, for the next 2 days I was just hearing, they sent me as an example to my cousins. As every time we got into a car, they're like, put on your seatbelt, or do you want what happened to Lisa to happen to you next? And I'm just like, first one with my seatbelt on, like, okay, Thea, like, I think they get it, you can shut up now. And they're just like laughing and making fun of me and saying like, well, are you gonna wear your seatbelt now? Did you learn a lesson? Did you have fun? That's just how my family is. They'll make fun of you. Looking back at it, I'm just like laughing. Oh, it's so funny. Anywho, yeah, that's just a quick story time on just like how I got my scars and when I fell out of the car and everything that happened that day. If y'all want to hear more story times, if you want to see more vlogs that I'm gonna post soon, if you want to see more makeup tutorials, feel free to just like subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up. Also, if you are curious on today's look, you can go ahead and add me on Snapchat. It's Elisa Marie 14, LISAMARIE 14. And yeah, this is just a quick little small makeup tutorial that I put on my Snapchat. If I don't feel like filming my entire makeup for YouTube videos, I just do a small, really quick one on Snapchat sometimes, so go ahead and add me on there if y'all are curious on what I post and what I do every day. Also, I'll be putting my other social media accounts down below I'll be putting all my other social media accounts down below in the description box. If y'all are curious on my other social media accounts, you just want to add me on it, feel free. So I'm thinking on doing like more fashion, like cute fall outfits, cute Halloween or DIYs. I'm looking into doing all of that good stuff later on. Hopefully everything goes as planned. Also, I'm gonna do a skin routine and a hair routine soon, and I'll be probably doing like a DIY lip scrub. And for those who are pet owners and are curious, I know this really good DIY soap that I do to take out all the fleas and like the ticks and everything that just comes out. But yeah, I'll just talk about all that later. I also do have another scar right here. I'm not sure if y'all can notice that. And if y'all are curious on how this happened, it's a really interesting and scary story. Go ahead and like let me know, and I'll post that later on for another story time. And I believe that's it. I believe that's all I have to do. It's just a quick video that I just wanted to put in here and just to put on my channel just so y'all can know a little bit more about me. Bye.